Figure out how to get this thing so it's not leaning back the way it is. It's hard.
The light load.
The light load. Okay, so we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
tell them some things.
See how much room you have on this bus?
Yes.
See, I told you.
You were right.
Pardon me?
How do you adjust the seat?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
You're not here long enough to adjust it.
This is it's a European style bus. That's how the seats sit.
I wish our airplane. There is no way to adjust them. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so the bus ride should be about what, 10 minutes, Sean?
Oh yeah, well 10 or 5 or there's a big parade going on
Actually,
in town,
this is one of our busiest weekends in Vancouver for the cruise ships. In the last 2 or 3 days, we're going 50,000 people.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why I thought I'd give you a bit of space before you get there.
We don't have it anymore.
So first thing is don't forget anything on the bus, or if you've got anything below the bus, it is your responsibility to take it. Once you get off the bus, did you need a wheelchair? No. Once you get off the bus, there'll be people there directing you. So just follow their instructions. You'll go to embarkation, security, then U.S. Customs. If all goes well, you'll be on the ship in an hour.
Cool.
So the bags they picked up this morning are underneath? You're saying?
No.
Okay.
These people have a tracker. Tell them where the bags are.
They're on the ship.
The bags are on the ship.
Already?
Yeah.
The bags are on the ship.
Okay.
But the bags may not be in
In your room,
Yeah.
right. It just means they're down there.
Because the ship is full, so it depends on the staff group, but your bags are on the ship.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Everyone have your passports, and that's all you need. Have a great holiday.
Thank you.
And you've got one of the best bus drivers.
Yay.
That's what he tells us.
Well, everybody is.
Trust me, I know.
All right, take care. Out here. There we are. Yeah, there are 3 ships in port today. There is a major parade, one of the largest of its kind in North America, happening today too, just to the left of us. So lots of things happening. Here on your right, of course, you know that hotel you were staying in? That's an old CN Railway hotel. Did you know that?
No.
And have you ever been to Victoria, BC?
Yes.
Yeah, have you seen the Empress Hotel and the Parliament Building? Same architect that designed that hotel, okay? His name is Lord Rattenbury. He was the architect to the Queen of England, okay? And he designed pretty much all the parliamentary buildings that we have around Canada. And as we get a little closer here on your left-hand side, I don't know if you noticed this green building in your walks. Didn't you make it down to the pier?
Yeah.
You did. You got to see the waterfront. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
That whole pier front there, did you know that that was the Canadian Pavilion for the 1986 World Transportation Expo, the last World's Fair ever held here in North America?
Wow.
That was it. You notice the white sails on it?
Yes.
Each sail represents a province in Canada, okay? And of course, it was designed by Arthur Erickson, an architect who studied under Frank Lloyd Wright, a famous architect from the area, designed the pier. This on your left is the government building. You see the gray boxes on the green poles right there on your left? They're attached to each one of the elevators in the building. Okay, so when an elevator goes up, so does the box, right? That's how it works. Yeah, so now you see how we spend our tax dollars right there. So, no problem. And then we're gonna take a little bit of a cheat code here, okay? We're gonna go right by one of the oldest buildings here in Vancouver. This is called the Marine Building right here on your left. And that was built by J.W. Hobbs in 1929. And wanted to attract marine visitors to port, but is now bought out by the Guinness family of Guinness Beer. Tonight when you leave on your cruise ship, 45 minutes of beautiful sight. Please get out there. Have a look at those mountains as you cross alongside them. And the possibility of you seeing orcas, killer whales, very, very good, okay? Usually the captain's good enough to say, hey, you know what, their orcas are starboard and port side, you know? Or the ship just starts all of a sudden leaning to one side or the other. You know, everybody's running over to look at something, right? So either way, why will they be out there? You're going to a buffet and so are they. That's basically why. Now look on your left, look at the building there. Can you read all those words up there? Yeah, pretty cool. I've never been able to read the entire thing because I just don't have the time as I'm driving by it, which is probably a good thing, right? But I haven't been able to do it. Just in front of us, this is the New Trade Convention Center. This is built for the 2010 Winter Olympics, this building here. And you might notice that the entire thing has a grass rooftop to it. The entire thing is grass. And it's made to keep the heat and energy in. That's the idea behind that, okay? So, and you know how it controls its temperature? to the change in tides. Okay, so that's how we have many tidal changes. And just in front of you, there's what you've been waiting for. That is the Holland America food barge right there. The other one is on the other side of the pier. There's one at the very end of the pier. So we can have about 3 cruise ships in at this pier at any given time. And of course, the water that you're about to travel over, that's called Coal Harbor. And Coal Harbor is a huge deposit of coal underneath that body of water. Now it's too soft for refining purposes, so they definitely cannot use it for that purpose. You'll also pass underneath a bridge tonight. And you're going to look at it. If you've ever been to San Francisco, you're going to say, hey, that kind of looks like the Golden Gate Bridge. And it is actually called the Lionsgate Bridge. And it was made by the Guinness family of Guinness beer, but it was also the same architects that designed the Golden Gate project, okay? So when you go underneath that tonight, you'll see that bridge. Has a storied history though, because once it came out of private ownership by the Guinness family, it was then sold to the city of Vancouver, okay? And the Minister of Transportation, in the infinite wisdom that he had at that point in time, said, I got a good idea. Let's take the toll booths off the bridge. Let's create a 3rd lane so it becomes a 3-lane bridge, which was good. But then he suggested that the middle lane, and it did happen for 6 months, would be a passing lane for both directions at once. Oh yes, oh yes, not a good experiment, I can tell you that. So eventually they came to their senses of making an alternating lane. And that bridge would actually connect to Stanley Park. Did Jenny get to Stanley Park? Yep. You know it's 1,000 acres, right? And you also know that Lord Stanley, the 8th Governor General of Canada, was the reason that park was sequestered as that parkland. But did you know the Stanley Cup Ice Hockey Trophy? Are you aware of that?
Yes, we are.
Same guy. Okay. Oh, and yes, we are. You say that with authority, so where are you from?
Well, my team won it by defeating the Canucks.
Oh, no. You had to, so you're going to be either the Rangers or the Bruins.
Rangers.
The Rangers. Well done. Well done. Mark Messier's famous prediction, right?
Absolutely.
Made that famous prediction. I'll tell you one thing about Vancouverites here. We know there's a Stanley Cup. We've never seen it, but we know there's one. Somebody's told us that. And I will say this too. You can have all sorts of things in this city. You can have raised taxes on the price of gas. You can raise taxes on this. You can have injustices going on. And there will be nothing but peaceful protests all over the city about it. So they'll organize it. They'll do it in a peaceful manner, okay? However, you lose Game 7 of a playoff series, it is game over. Everybody's rioting. The city just goes all. We lost against the Bruins, the Islanders, and the Rangers. Those are the 3 teams we lost to in the finals. And Chicago, I think, was a semis guy. I can't think it was a semi. I think it was a semi for Chicago. Now we're going to make a left-hand turn here. Trust me, all roads lead to Rome. Okay, so that's where everybody's going. This is Rome. Everybody. This is also where the tour companies pick up for their tours. So it's all sorts of stuff going on around here. Plus, everybody's trying to find parking for the big parade. So that's what they're doing here. All right, we're going to make a left-hand turn in here. And we'll see what now I did give this officer a Boston cream donut this morning. You probably see the stuff on the side of his mouth there. But we will see. This guy here is he's a nice guy. There's one guy here, I don't think I've ever seen him smile in 15 years. Ever. Not once. Geez, his face might crack or something like that can happen. So we're going to go left down into the pier. Now, when we do get down to the drop-off point, there will be representatives from your cruise line. He or she is going to come on board the bus, and they're going to talk to you about your boarding procedures and what you need to have in your hands and all that type of stuff. While they're doing that, no hand luggage was left me, so I won't be unloading any hand luggage. But what I would say is, just be careful coming down those stairs, okay? They are a little narrow. As we come down here, this guy here is going to talk to everybody. You got the funky sunglasses on today. He said, yeah, you go over there. You're not going to talk to me. You don't want to.
We're inside 6082, the upper veranda. And it's taking a look outside.
Share with you. Yeah, key of this
Deck 5, veranda deck. Deck 9, Lido deck.
Tell.
I think it must be because I think this is the terminal.
Yeah.
That we saw on the map.
Look at that spill down there.
Maybe it is going to take off.
Might be.
Unless it turns. I'm taking your spot. I'm not this many steps in a day.
Keep around, but I would just go up.
Well, apparently you have to use the phone and call that in. It's not on the app.
What do you call it if you don't know what they have? The breakfast. That was to put outside your door before 2 a.m. to have breakfast brought. It's lovely. See it?
Yeah, I do order now. And the only restaurant it shows is dive in, order and pick up. And then right here.
Oh, they closed it for cleaning. Too bad.
No, you can.
But it's nice here. The view's nice here too. Steph. I'm gonna go to the other side so we'll see this time.
Only down, not to the front though.
Ah, you're gonna go to the front. Down.
Only down into the
Okay.
Seen that, the wildlife thing. There's no show tonight, right?
That I know of.
I don't think I could do a show anyway.
Music. That's where you're going to karaoke? Probably. Probably. This is where I'm going to
I told him it was wrong. Oh, yeah.
Played a lot. I'm Debbie.
way to our room.
Deck 6, upper veranda deck.
That's our room right there.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a real long hallway. Fortunately, our room is right here. way to our room.
Deck 6, upper veranda deck.
That's our room right there.
That's funny.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a real long hallway. Fortunately, our room is right here.
Are these the ones that
Dad filmed one and I filmed one. I filmed one from Vancouver for you and I filmed one from here for you. And I try to send it to you, but texts aren't going through and I don't know why. For a fish, well, there are plenty of fish.
Oh my god. Okay, that's crazy.
It's all set.
Yeah.
Robbie, the seal. Did you see the seal?
What's going on over there?
Ese es de uno, ese no es nuestro, ¿qué?
Dad, buy something? Honestly, Dad, buy something? This one's on me. Talk to any shop.
¿Ustedes tampoco?
Un sabor a vainilla.
Okay. Right. Okay, well, I know it was in this area.
That's on my budget.
And at low tide you can kayak under it. And so Ripley's, believe it or not, as well as Guinness's, put in the Book of World Records of the only tunnel that you can go over, under, around, and through. And so just kind of a unique little thing. And we are back driving on the docks. We're a rock glad because you can see we are literally driving on the docks. Well, welcome to sunny Ketchikan. You probably knew we were a rainforest in the United States. I blinked a couple of times and said, it's the same forest. So, when you're in Juneau and they go, we're part of the largest national forest, the two big buildings we just passed, those are our largest buildings in the winter time. I believe your cruise ship is the largest one in the summer. It's the Hydas and the Simpsons land there. Wow. I don't know how they're going to get it off, but it can safely land there. This here body of water here, this is the Marine Highway. This is the Tongass Narrows. This is where your cruise ship will go up to go to Juneau. And the deepest part, it's between 600 and 700 feet deep. And so, looks like somebody else is starting to come in here. And we'll see. These are the park's restrooms here. I'm going to meet you in front of these two totem poles here in about 4 minutes. Make it.
I couldn't know.
I know.
But we wanted to put them on ice here.
Look at the roots this thing going up. Okay.
Ones, they were black, and I only saw one yellow one, but I not see it. Last week they were everywhere. Yesterday I only saw a couple. What's that?
You call the yellow banana slug Chiquita?
Chiquita? Yes. Yes. Okay, it's better. This is Man in Bear Hat. Now, you see that he's sitting pretty docile and saying, hey, we're peaceful people. Now, the original one, as I've read the history books and that, it had the bear hat on top with the mouth closed. There was no well fin on top. And so as I was reading it more and more, I found that what happened was they had that, and it would be at the point, so as you're canoeing by, you go, hey, there's the Bear Clan. They're our cousins or they're friends. Let's stop and say hi. Or there's the Bear Clan, keep going. But these guys had down that were very peaceful. Either an eagle or a raven. And it's a matriarch order, so if I'm an eagle, my wife is a raven, when we got married, all of our kids are ravens. Now when it's time for them to marry, they would go for an eagle, back and forth, so that you would marry it first. Now, you see the totem poles there. When a totem pole went down, the women's responsibility to make the peace. What they would do is they would take salmon eggs, put it in their mouth, chew it up, mix it with their saliva, and then strain it through their teeth into a cup. Strain it through their teeth so there wouldn't be any seed to make authentic paint. I don't know why. Lots of salmon eggs I'd be happy to share with them. Now when the totem pole I told you, when they were making the totem poles, oh, the second reason, yeah, let me go to the second reason. The CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps, went around to all these islands and saw these beautiful totem poles in these abandoned villages. They said, we got to save that heritage, and they got permission from those tribes to move them here, and so they started moving them here. We went over the stories, and he says, Byron, they all start in again, that expands and holds it in place. You saw the wings in here, those are added later. They will notch a hole in the totem pole, and then in a plant house there were only two holes. The smoke hole up above, because there was a fire going 24/7 here, and that would let the smoke escape. Also on the rafters they might hang some of their meat or their fish a little longer. If they were here for any amount of time, then they would poles on the side guarding the clan house. Now, typically the clan pole here would have what clans are from. Stealing the sun to give to mankind out of the bent with fog. You got the wolf, you got the princess of the frog, Chief Naz and the killer whale. You've got the owl, and you've got the eagle right here. They've got it on the rocks, got some tin under it, trying to stop as much moisture going into it as possible. Now you see the wings, how they put the boards behind it and put the wood dowels in it to help hold the wing in place. And now this is also kind of just different carvings that they have, like the wool or the bear, and you tell because of the teeth in his hands, the halibut. You got raven, looks like you got raven again, the frog. I can't see all those, but at the very top is a shaman. Herbs, and then they would learn that and work on it. 15 years later, they'd come back. If they came back, they were the shaman. Yeah. Not quite. The story about a son-in-law or a brother-in-law that was trying so hard to impress the in-laws that they couldn't stand him. They couldn't stand him to the point that, built upon him great powers, he was able to create the blackfish, and he sent them to kill his brother-in-laws. After he killed the brother-in-laws, the blackfish came and they formed a troop. This one here is the only one with the octopus on the bottom. The octopus is the devil. And you see the said a lot of the story poles, there's a shapeshifter in them. It's a tart raspberry. My first year coming up, yeah, my first year, they're everywhere. I didn't care for them. On it. This is called the cat's pole, or cods, however you want to pronounce it, K-A-T-Z. He was a man. There's 4 cat's poles on the island. Now, there's a similar pole downtown by Creek Street. This one has faces at the bottom. The one at Creek Street has faces above the salmon. And the story is a fog woman. Now, downtown at the top has a loon on it. The loon had nothing to do with the story of Fog Woman, but the fishermen had been lost at sea in the fog, and so the loon kept calling them and got them to shore. So to honor the loons, they put it at the top of the Fog Woman pole. This one here, the bird is the one in the restoration building that you saw in the corner. It was the Kuja bird. Nathan's master carver, the Klinkets, they said, Nathan, we need, do you guys know what that is on top? Halibut. Halibut, that's right. They said, Nathan, most of these poles were found on the islands where the Halibut clan was. We want you to honor them. Remember I said, if there's bare space, they're honoring what's above. Just make something to honor the Halibut clan. When they come on shore, they're the wolves. But they, there were no fish at all. A week, 2 weeks went by, and there's nothing. So they came back to the elders and said, look, there's no red meat, there's no white meat, we're out of nuts and berries. This is the end of the Klinkets. Now it's an international airport. Only because once in a while Air Canada will land here because it got diverted because of the storms. And of course, you know, I don't know if flying is so safe. Now hear me out. If flying was so safe, why do they call the airport terminal? Just throwing that out there. You guys are going to fire and knock it off with the dumb dad jokes, huh? Went up. It was at $3.99 2 days ago. It's now $4.11 here. And I did learn the difference between Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi. Saudi Arabia does not like the Flintstones, but Abu Dhabi do. Oh, you guys, if I get a drone, I only love it, guys. Alright, I'm through with the dumb dad jokes. Coming back, and I said, I don't know. If we get your room to yourself, will you come back? I go, oh yeah. And so I don't have to share a room. They said, but you're on the ferry out at Ward Cove. And I go, I'm okay with that too. I'm not saying I had bad experiences with roommates, but at my age, it's pretty hard to live with another man there. And the driver's house they had. And now last Thursday, we had 8 ships here. And so the 2 that couldn't dock, they park out in the inlet, anchor down, and then these little boats on the sides of the ships, they shuttled them into the docks from the cruise ships out there. And you see these little ramps going down, they'll just pull into those and they can just walk up the ramps and we will take care of them. And we're back at the tunnel. Oh, somebody asked me about Sockeye Sam. Sockeye Sam's right here to the right. And it's a place to eat, it's a gift shop and stuff like that. These 2 totem poles just appeared this year. I don't know why or how come, but they just showed up there. And we're back here. Now I told you Nathan Jackson was the master carver, Klinket master carver. He carved this eagle for us. It's for Ketchikan. I would like to name it Moon Eagle. Welcome to Ketchikan. And now, they need to just turn it slight. I don't know. When I asked Nathan, I says, can we name it Moon Eagle? And he just looks at me and goes, I don't understand. Yeah, he knew exactly what I said. Annabelle's right there to the left. If you're looking for a king crab mill, that would probably be the best place to go to. We have lots of different places. Julie's is the only local jewelry store. Here's the rain gauge, shows how much rain we got. In 1949, we got 202.5 inches of rain. To the left is the arch that says, welcome to Alaska's first city, Ketchikan, salmon capital of the world. We are the first city you come to as you come up the coast. As far as the first city built, well, that's in debate. And of course, salmon capital of the world. I told you all about the salmon, and we are definitely the salmon capital of the world. Here's the Discovery Center again. I told you it cost us $7 million, and we bought the state of Alaska for $7.2 million. And I'm trying to pay attention because we have a lot of people walking. Now, see straight ahead, that's Fog Woman again. And Fog Woman has the bear pole up on there, and it's emphasizing the loon at the top. This is the totem pole that's in the U.S. passport on page 25. Crazy Wolf's at the end of here, so is the Pioneer Cafe right there that I was telling somebody about. The Episcopal Church, here to the left, when it was built, the only way to it was from a rowboat. And so, as we're digging out the rock and chipping it up the best we can, we're putting it underneath the docks and trying to fill it in. So half of the city is on the docks, the other half we're filling in. Just an FYI, it means nothing to you guys. I drive down this little driveway, or I'll walk down there. Behind this building, there's a big sign on the fence that says private property, no trespassing. I crawl under that, and that's where I catch a lot of my salmon. I was there last night. Too many, there were millions of pinks. Every time I cast, one would bite, and I go, it's not fun. So I went down to the where your cruise ship is and was catching them there off the dock. American Legions, for those that care. You can read what the sign says as we pass it. Somebody want to read it out loud, or you want me to just read it out loud over the mic? It says, Dolly's house, where both men and salmon came upstream to spawn. Now, see how it's right over is Ganawa. So everybody say Ganawa. Ganawa. Ganawa has no translation in the English language, but the closest thing to it is until we meet again. So from me to you, Ganawa. Thank you so much for letting me be your guide today, and I had so much fun. The rock there, that's statues of everybody that made Ketchikan what it is. Ladies of the evening, the loggers, the miners, the natives, the missionaries, and so good place. Inside here is the visitor center if you need any information.
een reddingbootje erin, jongen. Een Dutch kit, vind ik. Ja. Toen hij weer zijn tentje opzet. Dat die toen eens op Cyprus ik zag.
questions you might have. Before we get underway here, there are a few safety features I need to go over with y'all. The first one is going to be our life raft. In the galley, we have a self-serve station full of free coffee, hot chocolate, and tea. But if you're looking for something a little more, we do sell a variety of other snacks and drinks as well, including some sodas, juice, and for those of you over the age of 21, Glacier we can see from out here on the water. Those very distinct lines.
The view's actually going to be off to the right here.
There he is. There he is. Whoa. There we go. I'm going to sit down. I can see around me. Oh, yeah. I saw him.
Doing some stunts there. Looks like a large adult had brought most of its body out of the water. Oh, and there you go again.
I just missed that.
That was quite the boasting. There's another one again. I think that one was actually a cat. Probably a mom cat pair here playing in the water. It's very exciting. It's not very common we see adults breach. So let me know if anyone got a...
Yeah, and you just saw a whale come up between us and the one we were watching do tricks there. So you can see we really can't move fast through this area. There's many whales and you don't know where they are until they're at the surface here. So we do have, it looks like maybe 2 whales here just between us and the closest boat. Yeah, another one just surfaced even closer.
Shoot, I just missed it.
In the front again, spout. There he is. Oh, come on, tail flip. There's another one. There's 3 right there.
Right here, right here, right here.
There, Ken.
I believe the whale closest to us is one named Riddler. We'll have to see it come up again, but it's got a pretty distinct kind of double little nub on its dorsal fin.
There he is.
There he is.
Up again.
And folks, I'm actually going to shut down the engines for just a bit here with all these whales so close on both sides of us. So we're just going to drift. Can't do anything to change the views here, but it looks like we don't need to. They're coming up next to us on both sides.
Yeah, I did.
Right here. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Did you take a picture? Excuse me.
There he is. 2 out here. I'm proud of him. Yeah, right. Hey, Cindy.
I got him.
Yeah, load it up mine.
Oh,
Look
at that!
Wow. That must be a Cindy. Shh. You got a whale to your left that's been out of the water and back. It looks like a little one.
There's one right there.
I can't get any pictures of them down there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Well, I can't get any. I see them coming, but I can't get any good pictures. I have no way to get a picture.
Back up a little bit.
Come in here. Come in here.
Stinker goal.
Sometimes all you see that dorsal fin come up.
Come on, splash, baby.
And you find him.
Show us how you jump. There he comes.
Oh, I want a tail.
Oh, we're going to get the tail. Here we got it!
Wow. Wow.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a bird. It's a bird.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. I thought he was waving at us.
You ever see gray whales? How come they weigh that quick? Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's one out there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Very cool.
This one.
Now for most of our whales out here, we know identify them based off that fluke.
That's why
But there are a few exceptions to this. One of them just popped up right about our 1 o'clock. This is a whale named Riddler.
Yeah, because the fin is...
There's one over here, right?
Yeah, over here. Oh, here he's back again.
Hey guys, come on. We want to see some of that tail.
He needs to be coordinated here. Come on.
Yeah, little one. Neither one of them are going to go up there. Come on, guys.
Oh,
Two of them. Three. That might be a tail.
Coming up. There.
So the whales you've been seeing surface most recently, those are still humpbacks again. When the orca come up, you're going to see a very pronounced, kind of skinny, tall black dorsal fin. So again, that's a humpback whale just ahead of the other boats there. I think it's probably going to be another minute or two before we see those orca at the surface again. Alright, so we're going to let this whale pass by. We're going to turn out to the side here across the channel and we'll reposition with those orca here. It's just so many whales, it's hard to keep track of all of them, but we definitely want you to get a chance to see these killer whales. These are a lot less common in the area.
Could you look around upstairs and see? Oh, yes. Yes, you can walk all the way around. And, well, I don't know that for sure because I didn't do that, but it looked like you could walk all the way around. I just was wondering if there was so many people. But very few. A few of them can go on I think so.
There's a waterfall over there.
It's been more than
like overall.
Oh,
but
so
the winter will ever.
So it looks
like advance.
I guess it might.
And then.
There's a group of people over there. Apparently you can hike down there.
Into our more recent history, there are different clues in the landscape that can tell us where the glacier has been in the last 20 years.
ben maar dat reddingbootje erin, jongen. Een Dutchkip, vind ik. Ja. Kunnen hij zo eens een tentje opzet. Dat die toen eens op Cyprus ik zag.
questions you might have. Before we get underway here, there are a few safety features I need to go over with y'all. The first one is going to be our life raft. In the galley, we have a self-serve station full of free coffee, hot chocolate, and tea. But if you're looking for something a little more, we do sell a variety of other snacks and drinks as well, including some sodas, juice, and for those of you over the age of 21, come out here on the water. Those very distinct lines.
The view is actually going to be off to the right here.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Whoa.
I'm going to sit down. They can see around me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, one of those whales a little further out's doing some stunts there. Looks like a large adult had brought most of its body out of the water. Oh, and there you go again.
Just missed it.
That was quite the boasting creep there. Oh, there's another one again. I think that one was actually a cat. Probably a mom cat pair here playing in the water. It's very exciting. It's not very common we see adults breach. So let me know if anyone got a
Coming up.
So the whales you've been seeing surface most recently, those are still humpbacks again. When the orca come up, you're going to see a very pronounced, kind of skinny, tall black dorsal fin. So again, that's a humpback whale just ahead of the other boats there. I think it's probably going to be another minute or two before we see those orca at the surface again. Alright, so we're going to let this whale pass by. We're going to turn out to the side here across the channel and we'll reposition with this orca here. It's just so many whales, it's hard to keep track of all of them, but we definitely want you to get a chance to see these killer whales. These are a lot less common in the area.
Could you move around upstairs and see? Oh, yes. Yes, you could walk all the way around. And, well, I don't know that for sure because I didn't do that, but it looked like you could walk all the way around. I just was wondering if there was so many people. But very few of them have
There's a waterfall over there.
It's been more than just like overall.
Oh,
but
so
the winter will ever.
You want to see what it looks like?
Like advance.
I guess it might.
And then.
There's a group of people over there. Apparently you can hike down there.
Into our more recent history, there are different clues on the landscape that can tell us where the glacier has been in the last 20 years.
This is about where my fingers start to get really cold.
I forgot gloves.
Oh yeah.
All I got here.
Okay. Once this happened, capping of the glacier will cease, and only melt will occur at the base of the glacier. This will result in the glacier's end slowly tapering out as the glacier melts from the top cap. After enough time, landfall will probably closely resemble the high mountain alpine glaciers that we see directly ahead of the ship at the end of John Hopkins Mendenhall.
Good morning, Mr. Engelhard.
Oh, good morning.
May I do your room now or later?
Oh yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Thank you.
That was pretty good. Just find that one guy.
Predation, human disturbance, changes in prey, and disease. Seals play an important role in the ecosystem for this predator and prey. Seals will hunt fish and other marine species, while also supporting orca and larger marine predators. To help protect the seal populations in the park, John Hopkins Inlet is closed to all road traffic during crossing voltage. This will give the seal population the best chance of recovery. Even with this closure to our large cruise ship today, we're still able to observe the harbor seals from the ship. So if you look out into
What happens when I hit the 15 gun? There's a whole new 50. I forgot we won for each. I was thinking about that all night.
That's what he was saying.
Pay for her. I pay for her, pay for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
I think everything's over.
I don't remember. Yeah.
You said 3, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Deck 3, promenade deck.
Geez, I think I'm okay, and then suddenly I'm not.
Yep. Suddenly you're stumbling around.
Well, yes, like what? I thought I picked my feet up.
And we're going to enter from that to be complete computer. They're renovated for my own use so that when I go outside I can bring it out with me. But feel free to use your cell phone so we get pictures of you now so that you can. College Fjord of Whittier. And those are the largest ones that you do in New Zealand. The next smallest heights are called flowers, and these are documented as it slides down the side of the ship. And finally, the smallest place is called Glacier. Glacier has reached the top of the northern one. As we are coming along and we're seeing this ice, can we look to the map? When our mountains are valid and visible on deck 4 forward. So all the way forward on deck 4, you can get the forward elevator in, there should be some arrows. So we're going to walk out.
Glacier.